Just like me, to miss a good thing. Another night ruined, I don't even know when we became this way. Now you're acting so different than back when we had it easy. And now you don't believe me when I say I'll change. But how can I lose you now? Oh, the silence is way too loud. Yeah, 'cause I won't be okay without you every day. Baby, don't run away. Baby, don't throw our love away.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my tidy life. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of the biggest grocery hauls I've ever had. I usually do weekly groceries, and this time I did hopefully a 3 to 4 week grocery, so it's a lot of things that we got. I'm gonna start with that, but if you want to jump the entire grocery haul, if that's not something you're interested, then just skip to this timestamp here. If, however, you want to see the grocery haul but you don't want to see the meat products, I'm going to show them first and then I'll resume with the rest of the groceries. So if that's your case, then skip to this timestamp here, and that will take you to immediately after the meat products. Then after the grocery haul is done, we're gonna do some food prepping and meal prepping. This is something that I tend to do, especially with the meat, but I don't tend to do it all in one go. However, because I got all these groceries, I thought it would be fun to just do it all in one go and record and show it to you and share how I like to prep my meals and my ingredients, make sure there is as minimum food waste as possible, because there is something that I hate is to waste food. So I made myself a little list of things we're going to be working on today. I'm going to start by making an egg sandwich for Josh to have for lunch now. And then we have some fruit that I'm going to peel, cut in pieces depending on the fruit is, and put them in bowls or in boxes and keep them in the fridge so it's ready to go. And that will help us hopefully for when we're fancying a snack. Instead of going for a less healthy option, we have the fruit ready and we don't need to think about it. We don't need to waste time prepping it. It's ready, and so hopefully it will help us make more healthy choices when it comes to snacking. Then I'm gonna be cutting some chicken breasts. I'm gonna prepare them 2 ways. I'm gonna cook both of those batches the same way, but then one of the batches I'm gonna shred. This is something I do all the time, keeping shredded chicken in my freezer, because lots of recipes that I do require shredded chicken, and it's so much easier when you go cook if you already have that prep. You don't need to cook it, you don't need to shred it, it's ready to go. So I usually tend to do that, a big batch at a time, and then just freeze in individual portions or portions for one meal. And then the second batch of chicken, I'm just gonna save it as well in the freezer, already cooked but just cubed, and that will be for other recipes. And this is something that you can do for pretty much any food item, is by freezing it. If it's something that is suitable for freezing, it will make the food item last so much longer and you don't need to be worrying about food going bad in the fridge. That's what we're gonna be doing. It shouldn't take too long, but I'll chat to you along the way, and I hope you enjoy this video. Here's the grocery haul, a quick overview. There's some more things over here as well. I'm just covering the meat. I'm gonna start by showing you the meat products, and then I'm gonna put them away. So if you wanna skip ahead to this timestamp on the screen, you'll be able to not see the meat products. This is all the meat that we got. Some pepperoni, I'm gonna use this to make pizza bagels. Then we got some caramelized onion pork sausages. These are my favorite kind of sausages. And some pork steaks. I never actually cooked with these, but I decided to give it a try just so we can eat a few different things. And then we have a bunch of chicken tied fillets, 2 of these boxes. One of them I'll probably cook straight away and the other one I'll freeze. 2 boxes of minced beef and 2 boxes of meatballs, and again 2 boxes of chicken breasts. I got 3 huge cauliflowers. I'm gonna make cauliflower rice with this and freeze and have it ready to go. And then I got 1 bottle of almond milk, 4 of regular lactose-free milk, and 2 small ones of regular milk. These ones are for Josh, that's for myself, and this is for some recipe that required almond milk, so I decided to get it. Now, moving on to the great star of the show, this table. I tried organizing it the best I could. It's not easy, it's very full. Let's get started. I got grapes, strawberries, not the best looking strawberries, but whatever. some nectarines. These ones look delicious. Bananas, they're still a bit green, so we'll leave them on the counter for a bit. And now here we kind of have our vegetables. So I got some parsnips and some carrots. I made this for Christmas dinner with maple syrup and they were amazing and I definitely want to do it again, so I got some. Then I got some pieces of ginger. I don't need this many, but when you order online, usually this is what you get. Some red onions in here, spring onion, and over there we have leeks. Still in the vegetables, some green beans, frozen broccoli, 1 red pepper, and then I got 2 bags of different kinds of baby spinach. I don't know if this was their mistake loading the bags for me or if I actually ordered 2 by my mistake. I don't know, but I got 2 of those. I'll probably freeze one of them. Here's the bag, is just some toilet paper. Some pasta. I got this one for a specific recipe, these huge shell pastas. Then frozen things, we have meat-free chicken-style nuggets. So these are chicken nuggets but without meat. And I don't remember if these ones are actually vegetarian or vegan. They're actually vegan, as you can see there. These ones are actually vegan, so no animal products at all. And in there I have some regular fish fingers, some regular chicken nuggets. I also had ordered some vegan fish fingers, so vegan fish fingers, but they were out of stock and they replaced it by something else and I returned that because I had no interest in keeping that. Desserts, I got 2 Milky Bar pots, 2 tiramisu pots. This is some creme fraiche, 2 hot pots chocolate and 2 salted caramel cheesecakes from Goo, soft cheese. This is like Philadelphia, just a different brand, but I use this for cooking. Usually we don't use it on bread or anything. And this is cottage cheese, again for some recipe that I'll be making. Cheese strings, these will be for my pizza bagels with the pepperoni that I showed you, and here are the bagels once I'm talking about that. Then I got some Hoisin stir-fry sauce, so you just add this to the frying pan with your meat or veggies or whatever. I also got some teriyaki sauce, which is one of our favorite flavors for chicken. Some more pasta over there, penne, and that one is fusilli, and they are huge bags. I wasn't expecting them to be this big, but they are. Some instant mash, Diet Coke, no caffeine for Josh. Now moving to here, 4 cans of chopped tomatoes in a can and 3 cans of these green lentils in water. We love these. There's a few recipes that require lentils and we started making them recently and we love them. Then we have some spices over here, garlic, sage and rosemary, they were running low. A pot of tomato sauce. Usually I don't buy this kind of thing. I buy chopped tomatoes and then I make my own sauce, but I'm making a recipe that required 1 of these jars, so I bought it. And in there I have 1 of those tomato puree concentrate things. These are some Alpro cream alternative. So these are vegan, no animal products, and I use them instead of cream. I like them much nicer. They're not as greasy, they're not as heavy, and they're much healthier. And I've been using these for years. We have a huge pile of croissants and I ordered 3 of them and I thought I was ordering 3 croissants, but instead apparently I was ordering 3 boxes of 2 croissants. So now we have 6 croissants in total. There's a big box of Weetabix here. And then what else? So I also ordered a bowl, a mixing bowl, because I had none and I thought it's about time. And in the bowl I just put all the sweet stuff. So a bunch of chocolate chips I'm going to use for some recipe. We have an Aero bar, some Oreos, some plain biscuits, very plain biscuits, and some M&Ms. There's a big pack of Twix here. Hand cream, you know, this hole is all over the place. Some tape because we ran out. A big box of food for Suki. Now moving back here, we have one of those chocolate pre-made cakes that you just add like eggs and things. I got 1 box of those. This is some apple pies. I've never tried these. I don't know if they're good, but from what I read on the instructions, they are ready to eat. You just pop them in a microwave for like 10 seconds if you want them warm. And here you go. Eggs, 6 onions, 4 huge sweet potatoes. I didn't know they were going to be this huge. Some icing sugar, again for a recipe. And some regular sugar. I had to get 2 small bags because they didn't have the big bag, it was all sold out. In here I have 2 pineapples that I'm gonna chop and keep already chopped in the fridge, so they're easy to go as a snack. And then in here we have 6 of these soba noodles that Josh likes to eat for his lunches during the week while he's working. Green ones are teriyaki flavor and the yellow ones are classic, whatever that means, but you just put water in it and then you use the lid. You see it has some little holes. You use that to drain it, and it has some sauce inside as well. You put on top, mix everything together, and Josh really likes it. It's not my favorite kind of food, but this is all for him. And there you go. That's my grocery haul. It's a huge grocery haul. Before we jump into the meal planning itself and the meal prepping and all that, I thought it would be nice to include these clips of me sorting out the kitchen and putting all the groceries away. Me personally, I enjoy seeing other people doing this on their videos, so let me know if you enjoy this kind of motivation of putting groceries away or if it does nothing for you. But the funny thing was that while I was putting things away, for some reason, I decided to reorganize my entire kitchen. So I start by putting things away normally, moving them where they should go, to the counters on top of the cabinet where I'm going to put them later on. And then at some point, I just look around and I think, I need to change this entire thing and put things away in other places and rearrange the cupboards. So then I started emptying the cupboards, changing them around and reorganizing my entire kitchen and trying to make it more practical. And I think I was successful. I do like the way my kitchen is organized now better than the way it was before.
We got 2 minutes now before you call my ass again. Yeah, I switched you on the speakerphone. Play this song, just sing along. Da, 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 da. I said da, 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 song, just sing along. Da, 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 da. I said da, 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 da. Play this song, just sing along. This song, just sing along. I made a list I can't forget. Now back to this song, not again. I know you missed that we were friends. Now you missed it. Feels like it's been so long, but it sounds right to say with this song. All night we're trying to find the words, trying to find the words to say. Big back, no heart attack. You got a bad, no this and that. This bad won't take her back. No, it won't, can't take her back. We got 2 minutes now before you call my ass again. Yeah, I switched you on the speakerphone. Play this song, just sing along. Da, 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 da. I said da, 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 song, just sing along. Da, 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 da. I said da, 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 da. Play this song, just sing along.
Here's a little trick of what I do with the leftover pasta or rice or whatever it is that I cannot fit in my plastic containers. I have this white plastic box where I put the leftovers still in the original packages, closed with a PEX clip. And then with a dry eraser marker, not a Sharpie, a dry eraser, the ones that you'd use on a whiteboard, I write on the side of the box what's inside, like what kind of pastas, spaghetti, penne, whatever it is, I write on the side. And this way, when I'm able to use those leftover pastas, either cook them or add them to the plastic container, then all I have to do is grab a piece of paper and wipe out the name of that pasta from the container, and this way I can easily look into the cupboard and without having to remove the plastic box out, I can see what I still have leftovers, or if it's not written on that box anymore, I know that all I have is what's inside the plastic container and that I might have to buy some more.
Cause the further we carry on, through the fight, the stronger that we become. I've lived through water havoc, seen pain you can't imagine. These days you take for granted, we fought ours so you could have them. This truth you hold for ransom, buried beneath the sky.
For the spices, I like to write directly on the jar what's inside of each one, and I write that with a Sharpie so it lasts longer while we are handling the jars. However, when something is finished, I just throw the jar in the dishwasher and the entire Sharpie word comes out so I can reuse the jar for something else.
Just like me, to miss a good thing. Another night ruined, I don't even know when we came this way. Now you're acting so different than when.
As part of my kitchen reorganization madness, I decided to turn this cupboard, this narrow cupboard here in the corner, into the breakfast cupboard. So I put all of our cereal in there, oatmeal, bread, croissants, bagels, even though we're not using bagels for breakfast, but for pizza bagels. But I thought it would be nice to have them here, and this way they're not taking space on the counter.
Without you every day, baby, don't run away. Baby, don't throw our love away. Baby, don't throw our love away. Just like me, still instigating things. Fucking up another perfect night when all you ever did was treat me right. You love and everything that I needed. I know it won't be easy, but darling, please believe me when I say I've changed. How can I lose you now? Oh, the silence will way too loud. Yeah, 'cause I won't be okay without you every day. Baby, don't run away. Baby, don't throw our love away.
Before I start meal prepping, I wanted to make an egg sandwich for Josh to have for lunch, like I mentioned. For this, I just whisk 2 eggs in a bowl, put them on a frying pan with some seasoning. Then you butter 2 pieces of toast, you put them on top, and then you basically rotate everything, close the sandwich. And I also put some shredded cheese in the middle, you toast it a bit more, and voila.
Do you really wanna leave me alone tonight? So make me chase you into the moonlight. Baby, I don't wanna have to go another night without you by my pocket now. Oh, the silence will way too loud. Yeah, 'cause I won't be okay. Got you every day. Baby, don't run away. Baby, don't throw our love away.
Moving on for the actual food prep, I'm going to start by working on the chicken breasts. I have 2 big boxes like I showed you on my grocery haul, and I'm gonna cook the 2 boxes individually, like 1 box at a time, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna cook them both the same way. So for this, I just start by cutting the chicken breasts into smaller cubes, throw them in my big wok with some salt, pepper, seasonings of your choice, and a little bit of olive oil, and then I cook it. It takes quite a while to cook because it's a big batch, and I want to make sure that the chicken is properly cooked, so this takes a good 20-25 minutes to cook. But I just keep stirring and let it do its thing, and while it was cooking, I start cutting the second batch of chicken, so then I can cook it exactly the same way. One of them I'm gonna freeze already in cubes, and the other one I'm gonna shred. the chicken breasts are still cooking, I'm gonna move on to the next task, and that was to prepare the fruit. And yes, I'm obviously using a different chopping board and also a different knife, because you shouldn't mix the things you use with raw meat with anything else. So I put those to the wash and I grabbed the new one. I'm going to start by cutting a pineapple. I have 2 of them, but I decided to keep one of them whole just so it doesn't start getting bad. And then I'm also taking care of some grapes. All I did to that was removing them from the steams and washing them. Strawberries, I washed them, cut them, removed the green leaves, and the nectarines, I also washed them and cut it already into pieces.
See me run through it all with your love.
I tried to escape this crazy life, but it just wasn't the right fight. You were right. I feel love from far away. Just tell me where you wanna stay. I'll show you all my devotion. I feel love from far away. Just tell me where you wanna stay. I'll show you all my devotion.
Here's the list with my progress so far, and all the chicken is already cooked, so now let's start by shred one of the batches. I'm going to do this with a kitchen robot, and you can use one as well. However, you need to make sure that your kitchen robot has the function to reverse the blades, because otherwise you're gonna make paste out of chicken. You're just gonna blend everything. If your kitchen robot doesn't do that, doesn't have the option to reverse its blades and basically go against the chicken with the side of the blade that doesn't cut, then you can do this by using 2 forks. It's the traditional way on a chopping board, or you can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. You just throw the chicken pieces in there and it will shred the chicken pieces much quicker, and this is a great solution for when you have a big batch for shredding like I did today.
This crazy life, but it just wasn't the right fight. You were right. I feel love from far away. Just tell me where you wanna stay. I'll show you all my devotion. I feel love from far away. Just tell me where you wanna stay. I'll show you all my devotion.
Wake up, what do that? Is this even real? Only thing that kept my heart beating. No one listen, things so stay wide awake. Only come out at night, but we're still looking for a sign.
And now for the cauliflower rice. This is basically an alternative to regular rice that has no carbs, so it's keto free and all those things for those special diets. This is not the reason why I'm doing it. Neither of us is doing keto at the moment, but I tried this recipe in the past and we liked it and we want to have it more often. And it's one of the things that if you food prep for it, it's much easier and quick to cook. You can buy cauliflower rice already pre-made. Usually it's in a bag in the frozen sections of the supermarket, but it's much cheaper and it's not difficult at all to make it at home. So I bought 3 cauliflowers and I'm going to be making 3 portions of this rice, and then you cook it all in one go with the rest of the ingredients. You can look for a bunch of recipes online if you wish to do so. But basically all you have to do is cut the cauliflower into smaller pieces, get rid of all the leaves and that, and then grate it. You can either use a manual grater or you can just throw it inside a food processor like I'm doing here, which again makes it so much easier. And then you just put it in a storage bag or a container box or something, and you can keep it in the freezer, and then it's ready to use whenever you need it.
Wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? Come out at night when we're still looking for a sign. When I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? Can't see the stars. I just wanna see the stars.
And this is going to be it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed watching the grocery haul, the kitchen being reorganized, and lastly the food prep. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these videos, or if I should include these things in my regular cleaning videos, or if you prefer simply the cleaning motivation. Talk to me in the comments, and don't forget to come back next Sunday for another video. And also leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload something new, which at the moment is happening every Sunday. So I'll see you next week. Bye!